So who am I? Um, I am a spiritual lifestyle coach, and I work with people helping them to overcome their fears and stress in believing that they can't have the life that they deserve, and I help them to give clarity, balance, and purpose in their lives. So I am the living image of that. I can do it. I know you guys can. So today's segment I'm kind of excited about, because today I wanted to talk to you about don't limit your abundance. Now, a lot of you, if you've been following me, kind of knowing what I do, I'm also a tarot reader and energy healer, and as a result, I work a lot with energies. So this don't limiting your abundance comes from that part of life. What do I mean by don't limit your abundance? We as human beings, consciously and subconsciously, are brought up, and I'm talking about the 95% of the population. We are brought up by following the example of our parents or predecessors or guardians or whoever we grew up with, and following kind of the pattern that they lived their life. So if they had a job, we go for a job. I was brought up with the mindset that whatever I qualified in with my degree, that was going to be the trade that I was going to be doing until the day I retired, until the day I died. And that was just something I didn't question. I didn't think, beyond. Took it as, yep, that's it. That's the way life is. But as I grew up, I kind of started realizing that we look at the rich, and there's that famous saying, the rich get richer and the poor stay as they are. And I started studying and looking into that. Why is that? Why is it that the rich are getting richer? What are they doing differently that I'm not doing? And then I started realizing that the rich get richer because they have multiple incomes. They are not sitting there restricting themselves with regards to how they make their money. So, big example, George Clooney. Everybody knows the name. Everybody knows that he's an actor. But if you really know a little bit more about him, you'll realize that he's actually got other businesses. He's got a tequila business. He's got, I'm sure, other businesses. But he's doing a lot more than just acting to bring his money in. And that kind of made me look into my own life. I had a journey where prior to getting back into coaching, because technology and stuff wasn't so savvy when I qualified. So prior to that, I had an interior design business, was doing really well. I shut it down because I went, no, my passion is coaching, so therefore I can't have interior design business because I'm wasting my time and diverting away. So I shut it down. Then when I started my spiritual journey, I started doing tarot readings, and again that was becoming a lucrative business. Again, I shut it down. Why? Because it was that mindset that I can only do one job. I can only do one thing to succeed, and that was going to be coaching. In hindsight, I now realize that the universe was giving me so much abundance, and I chose consciously, but subconsciously not realizing what I was doing, but I consciously chose to shut it down. And this is where it comes in with regards to don't limit your abundance. If there are things that you are passionate about, if there are things that you can do in your sleep, and when I use that analogy, I basically mean that you're passionate about it. It's something that you love doing, hence when you're doing it, it doesn't feel like work. So if there are things in your life that you feel that passionate about, but that you can turn that into making some kind of money or income for you, then do it. Don't limit yourself. Don't put yourself into a box. Don't put yourself into a niche, which is what I was brought up when I went into business, that you have to have a niche, otherwise your market gets completely confused with regards to what you do, what you're doing. Yes, I don't like using the word niche anymore. Yes, have clarity with regards to what it is, your message is, what it is that you, service, product, what you're giving to your client, but don't have a niche that limits you from making money from other things that you're passionate about. My passions of coaching and the other things that I'm passionate about in my life and that I am going to make money from have nothing interconnected. But I know they're things that I enjoy, and I know that I can bring in abundance. So really look at your business plan. Look at it from a point of view of what is it that excites you about it? What is it about your other passions that you can bring into this business or a side business and start to make money from? If the doors of abundance are knocking, do not close them. Really look at how you can align that, because if you want to be that millionaire and you want to have that X lifestyle, allow the universe to give to you bigger than you ever thought you could give to yourself. So really look at your abundance, look at your mind, and let go of that mindset that I can only do it one way. Because if you can do it multiple ways, do it. And look at ways that you can create passive income. Look at ways that you can make the money you're going to be making work for you. It's not all about you doing the work. There are really smart ways of bringing that abundance in.